everyone, and welcome to Trends with LJE. My name is Rejoice Decker, and I am your host for today. From my left, I have Mr. Vox in the studio. I have the beautiful Miss Aisha Shatima in the studio, and I have Mr. Vincent Peters in the studio with me, and we'll be dissecting some very hot gist. So stay with us as we delve into these conversations. So, Mr. Rocks, I have something I want to talk to you about. In fact, one of the biggest topics now that's been on my table. I know that you're into the forex. Exactly.
Foreign
So
exchange.
now, it said Bitcoin prices crossed $100,000 for the first time. What is it for the forex field?
Well, we've been anticipating this price range for over 3 years now, and because of the victory Trump just had, because Trump is actually pro BTC. He loves, Trump, Elon, all of those
Crypto.
guys. Yeah. So because of his victory, the market saw a very sharp shoot from where we were to, I think it touched 103,000 yesterday.
Oh wow!
For one
For
Bitcoin.
the first time.
Yeah, for one Bitcoin, and it's generally it says well for the forex market. Even gold has been doing pretty well as well since the 22nd of
So
November
now
or
somebody
so.
just dash me
Yeah.
one Bitcoin. How much is that in naira?
But first, do you have a VTC wallet?
Whether I have
Address.
that concern you is none of your concern.
That's a whole lot of money now. That's a whole lot of money, and I hope someone dashes you on BTC.
I'm praying, no. I'm praying.
I really hope.
Okay, so guys, sadly, on a very somber note, I don't know if we remember Sylvester or Romoni, the Dowen student who passed from bullying.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
So the case was dismissed. He wasn't in the favor of the boy, and his mom just kicked the bucket.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So they said that info has it that she's been ill for 2 years since the incident, but I think because of the dismissal of the case and everything, her health just deteriorated and she kicked the bucket, I think 2 days ago. So our condolences to the family. I mean, as a mom, I don't know how I'd take it. And now she's left her children behind. I think her daughter made a statement, and I couldn't even read it because I just had tears rolling down my eyes. Like, Miss Aisha, please. I don't know if I mean you're good with kids. What do you think Doen should do? Because at this point, I feel like she's been robbed of every justice, even till death.
This is like literally a very hard pill for me to swallow. I'm still trying to collect myself, so I think I need a minute. This is very emotional because I remember following that case, following it up. I followed up for, throughout the whole thing. And to lose a child is terrible. It's sad. It's not something anybody ever thinks of or wants for themselves. To lose a child I don't think you ever come back or get yourself back from
Especially
that
in
thing.
the manner in which Sylvester.
And at the manner which this boy left, the pain he went through, the substance he claimed to have consumed that the school publicly denied, it's very sad. The fact that these parents, these families this family didn't get justice for their son. And the fact that this has also led to the death of the mother. I remember one video where the mom came out and cried bitterly. She kept on crying, cursing, praying. This is totally sad.
It's painful.
It's painful. I really can't.
I wish we were speaking on a different note. But
It's totally sad.
This is really
And
sad.
I hope she finds peace, I hope her soul finally finds peace. And I pray if there is anything like that, I pray she's with her son wherever she is right now.
So our heartfelt condolences to the family. I don't know what I would do if I lose my mother. I mean, 2 family members in a very short period of time. It's really sad. Anyways, let's pick up the pace. Pastor Tobi, our Davido pastor. So he has been deported back to Nigeria.
Already, or will be. Has been.
He has not yet come back.
He
Okay.
has not
But
yet been
They
deported because
ruled the deportation already.
because we still saw him sitting down on a very, very cozy sofa
Yes.
with all his designers,
And
head
he
to
was
toe.
saying- he
I
was
like that
saying,
Gucci shoe you were wearing, no, Pastor PT.
Please.
Send it down.
Send it down.
DHL, I go pick him. But sincerely, he was still sitting on a very cozy sofa, addressing Nigerians, telling Nigerians, say, "Mo, no fear, nothing they happen. He's in London, he's living the life, he's okay."
But Mr.
I don't know how this news came up.
Aisha, somebody that said, they say he's a pastor, but he could not account for 1.87 million euros.
When they say he could not account in what light? What do they mean by he could not
So
account?
you know how the offerings, because over there,
Yeah, go on. Like
you give account of your offerings. This is how much came into the account. This is what we did. This is what we did. Now, 1.87 million.
Who is he accounting to? He's not
the
the head
government.
pastor of the church.
Is the head, but
Are we
Who
talking
owns,
about
who owns
tax?
the church?
He
Who owns
owns
the church?
And he's
Right.
he's
Yes.
accounting for what
he's
he
a foreigner
collected.
now in a foreigner's land.
is that how it
Rules.
works?
Yes, that's how it works.
Because here in Nigeria,
Unlike Nigeria,
This is
pastors-
Nigeria.
they have a way of
Join.
monitoring pastors' activities
But
over
as
there.
long as you're in
Yeah.
a foreign land, you have to go by their policies.
I'm still asking, is this like in case of payment of tax or something entirely different? Or you are just accounting
Or a
for
small
what?
case led them to the big one.
I think there was a small case that led them to now asking for
Because he has
details.
come out to debunk all of this, saying there's nothing, the fraud is not even, is the least of his problem when
Of
it
his
comes
problem.
to cases, because
So now
he
that's
has
why
cases.
they were asking for proof. Okay, you claim your account states that 1.87 so amount came into your account. What did you use it for? And he could not give. Okay, where did the money come from? What did you use the money to do?
Mona calculate
There's no
wetin
account.
only the thing wey him wear full body una go carry the money comot o.
But I think it was that case. Then he said he
He
was
should
with
just
somebody's
give them
wife.
2 Gucci shoes and he's good. Pastor PT, take the advice from
Nigeria.
me.
He's not
I'm your
Nigeria.
girl.
that he should give them
Two of his Gucci shoes will cover for him.
You see, that's my problem with Nigerians. You see,
Please.
Are you not Nigerian?
I don't say
Some
Nigerian.
Nigerian.
You are not
You think that's your
Nigerian.
problem
No,
with
with some
Nigerians?
Nigerians, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With some Nigerians, especially, okay, well, I and Aisha were supposed to have a banter in the future. So I will save those banters. I will save those
Yeah,
banters for the
looking forward
future.
to that. Looking forward to that.
You want to start now on this table?
You can as well start that banter immediately. But anyways, thing is, right here in Nigeria, these pastors, they enjoy. Look, one time I wanted to put up an advert on a billboard in Asaba, Delta State. So I called the number. You know, they usually have this number they
Yes,
paste
call
on
this
the-
number for
So when I called the number, the woman was like, "Are you a church?" I said, "No, I'm a company. I'm a tech company here in Asaba. I just want to use the billboard to, run an ad for my
Advertise.
product, to advertise." And she said, that if it's a business, that she can't accept monthly payments from me. That businesses pay from 3 months and above. And this cost was around 388K per month.
388K
per
to
month.
have your business
On the
advertised
billboard, yes, on
for
that
3 months.
particular-
Are they
yes.
changing the pictures?
On that billboard, no.
Advertised.
That's actually how it works. You see, but my concern, when I dropped that call, I felt 2 things. One was, I felt disappointed with the way our government and those in power are the way they give churches preferential treatment than entrepreneurs. I'm not saying the churches
praying-
A
are
religious
not,
body that has turned to
They are
a
praying for
money
the
that has turned
They are
to
praying for
a
the country.
business
What-
and money
can't-
making
They're
machine.
praying for the country.
No,
what
no,
do you
that's not right. I also pray for the country. At Rostec in the morning, we start the day with prayers now. We pray for Nigeria, we pray for the business, we pray for others, we pray for the needy.
customers.
But the way I felt that day was really bad because these churches, you see, the way they operate, they don't even, you just get one small space and you see people donating for you and you feel you can just do whatever you like. It's very lucrative.
Me, I don't feel Pastor
I was,
Pity. If you get to see this, I just feel we're happy for how far you've come in this life. I enjoy seeing the way you buff up, from head to toe.
Yeah,
Pastor.
the guys
But
dressing.
there's an
It's
argument
beautiful.
that,
On
that
point.
people are actually saying that pastors should not be that wealthy. So there are a lot of questions as to where he's getting his
I don't think
wealth
there's anything like pastors shouldn't be wealthy, and I don't know why
now
Nigerians
they're saying
think
his offering that is making him
one
shine
thing with
and-
Nigerians, Vincent. If they see
Some
you
Nigerians.
dress fine, look fine, it means you're dipping your hands into something dirty. You can actually still look beautiful, dress well, and still do the right thing.
Right.
Mr. Vince,
And
you've been quiet.
I still
You've been
buy
quiet
Gucci
throughout this whole
shoes.
conversation. I want to hear what Vince has to say because he's been so quiet.
See, if you want to start to talk about some pastors, person go sleep one day, God go just kill him.
God, I beg you. God, I beg you.
The God where you know, no different from their God.
They
no fear
need
at all.
our religious
At the same God.
leaders need to calm
I see that,
down.
calm down.
They need to calm down because even during elections, most of these politicians rely on religious leaders to manipulate their ways into power.
Yeah.
What this pastor did, if you go online, you see a lot of Nigerians defending him. So we are in a deep
Nigerians are
deep
really
shit.
defending him.
They actually
Chief
defend him
priest
more.
say nothing they happen. Cubana chief priest say na our person. I don't
They've
think the
actually
video has.
raised about 1 million. To
It's
support
not
him.
about you.
1 million
Nah,
euros to
chief
support
priest
him.
is
It's very
chief
funny.
priest is he a member of the
Yes, he's a member. He's a Spark
Abi,
Nation.
nah, city and just Babi Bal they talk about him.
I want to
I want to take no now.
Well, he can give his support anyway, but he can say nothing will
giving
happen.
his-
is-
If we
giving
start
his
talk about
it can be
Pastor Tobi, I don't
infuriating
think
to
we'll be
those
able
that
finish.
to those who can actually take action. There are some comments that people make during events that can actually infuriate those that can actually take action. Now you're online and you're saying nothing they happen.
He's so bold.
Nothing
I
they
like that
solve.
sofa you are sitting on. Me, I don't know, Sha, but I admire everything
Not
that you're
talking about Toby right now. I know you are
please,
his fan.
please.
of-
Actually, I'm
of-
not
his fan, no.
No, I
asked for two shoes today
You
now.
asked for 2 shoes already. Now you're
Already.
talking about
And
it
if
so
you bring
far.
that shoe, now me
See.
still wear them.
But you see,
I mean-
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not. Toby so far.
Sincerely,
Toby is doing okay,
sincerely.
all right. Like
Toby
he's doing okay
looks
for
well.
himself.
He
Right.
does
He's fine
okay.
with him,
He
personally.
He has been able, but let's leave all this aside. Toby has still given back to
the
society
society.
in several manners. We've seen him do a lot of humanitarian work from this same church or whatever business it is he's doing, because
Davido is
in the
your
best
best
of my
friend. That will
opinion,
not be- that will
religious
not be a
bodies now, they
philanthropist.
don't turn business for everywhere.
This society.
No,
is
when
always
Davido is your
bad.
best
Which
friend,
day
there's
is
no way
this
you
man
will not
outside
give back
of
to
the
society.
society?
I saw a video yesterday of very dark man
Yeah.
saying one man reached out to him to say the Pastor Tobi, the Toby guy, the fine boy pastor.
Yeah, very, very pastor. It's not a fine boy.
I've been in a relationship with his wife and took 2 of his car, 2 G-Wagon.
Yes, that case went on and on and on for months. The lady and the man, I think the man was a former footballer, a very, very good and successful one that had, I think, an injury or something like that.
No, this Pastor
Another
Tobi,
one.
your fine boy Pastor Tobi. Yeah, very dark man posted a video about him that is waiting for him to come to Nigeria.
And the case be that now when they say he was
That he was
sleeping with
sleeping with
someone,
someone's
allegedly
wife.
sleeping
Yeah.
with someone's wife.
Wife.
But is there
And then
proof, though? Do
The
they have proof?
man went on to post a lot of things. Allegedly, we don't know if our Gucci pastor was,
Gucci pastor, we are waiting for it to come to
actually did all
Nigeria.
of these things.
Then he
But our
comes back,
religious
who
leaders, they just need to calm down because at the end of the day, the system is faulty, yeah?
Yeah.
So the church, the mosques are places that Nigerians ought to return back to communicate with these religious leaders. But then, at the end of the day, even the big pastors, you can't even see them. But Babalawo, in house, they open.
Yes.
No bodyguard. So at the end of the day, I would just say the white,
If we
they
start
cheated
talking
us.
about- if
Someone
we
will leave
start
pastor
talking
enter
about religious
Babalawo.
pastors,
Hey,
Stop finishing
No.
the table.
I don't
please,
talk
they
like
won't
that.
forget pastors.
No, I know talk like that, but
No, but
then
let's
assessing
leave-
these guys,
Yeah.
they very, very difficult.
Yeah.
But
But let's
Babalawo,
leave- even the Babalawo self.
Babalawo, no, they have.
they know they lock their door.
They go
They don't lock
Rejoice,
their door.
rejoice. Before you move on, seriously, Pastor Pete, I beg, just 2 shoes,
Oh
please.
my God.
Just 2 shoes.
one for me and one for you.
Yeah,
Abi.
okay.
I mean,
Pastor-
I was-
But anyways, the thing is,
We need 2 of your shoes, kindly.
Very important.
Rejoice, please, before you go on, Pastor Pete, like I said before, Just DHL 2 shoes. 2
Two
Gucci.
shoes.
Calm down.
43 and
41 and 43.
Anyways,
Thank you, sir.
We'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll go into more juicy topics. Stay tuned.
Hello, have you or anyone you know suffered violation or oppression, regardless of cultures, identities, or backgrounds? Leadership Hub, Justice and Economic Advancement is here for you. An organization created with an amplified voice to fight for you and with you. At LJE Nigeria, you will not only be heard, but also provided with legal support. Together, we can create a country where every individual can live without fear of violation or oppression. I am Aisha Shetima, an LJE member. You too can become a member today or report any violation by visiting our website, ljenigeria.org. You can also follow us on all social media platforms for more information and updates. Remember, together, we are stronger.
Welcome back to Trends with LJE. And before we went on the break, we were talking about Pastor Tobi, where we had requests for him. So moving forward, guys, AFCC allegedly busted El Rufai's son's home in Kaduna. So guess what they found? 7 billion naira worth of cash, 1 trillion naira worth of hard drugs, and $800 million cash in one person's house. Please,
Who?
please,
Which of the Rufai? Which of the Rufai?
Which one are El Rufai?
The former governor
Former
of Kaduna
son,
State.
yes. The El Rufai, hey, I said there's money in this country.
So where is the boy now?
But
Has he been arrested?
The EFCC just made a statement today that they didn't discover anything. I think that's
So where's all those pictures of?
currently
Apache?
trending. That's what's currently trending right now,
Nigeria is a system.
right?
Yeah, Nigeria is a system.
Use the right words. Is it system or cartel?
No
Because
cartel, a
it's a
system.
system.
Yes.
Okay.
Some persons are not part of the system. Some persons are the system.
So El
Wow.
Rufai is the system.
Which of the Rufai?
The former governor now.
See, EFCC coming out to issue a statement. Then
But can I, Vince, sorry, can I ask first?
Yes, please.
Who first of all released the first statement? Was it EFCC that released the first statement that they had found these things? Where did we get the first
We got
alleged,
from-
The original, yeah.
alleged statement
The
from?
alleged statement with pictures was from Nairaland.
Just a blog.
Was a blog.
Oh,
So that's why I
wow.
said allegedly.
Okay.
So
is there a video,
There are
picture
pictures
proof
of
there
the
any
money. Yes,
proof?
there are pictures of the money.
with his son
Not with his son. With his son.
in his house?
The money was in the house. They tried to put the money on the floor.
Okay.
But they can't
The
post,
dollars.
they can't post drugs, but the dollars were there. They are just unbundled the stack of $100
Okay.
bills.
The boy hasn't made
Well,
any
The,
statements.
the boy said there's nothing like that happened. And you know why this is a bit confusing? It's because El Rufai said he doesn't have a house in Kaduna.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well,
I beg,
if he-
He doesn't have a house in
If-
Kaduna.
if
so I'm trying
El-Rufai-
to understand.
If Erufai says he doesn't have a house in Kaduna, that means he doesn't have a house in Kaduna now. So anywhere you know in Kaduna that is Erufai's house,
It's not
it's
El-Rufai's
not Erufai's
Okay.
house.
I know they sleep for Nigeria.
So as a doctor,
No, it's just very
so I can
crazy.
say that for someone who was born and bred in Kaduna, there's no house in Kaduna.
Well, that's his
Because
truth.
we
That
know
is
he
truth.
grew up in Kaduna.
That's his truth.
So he doesn't have a house.
That's his truth. You see, the thing is,
Erufai's truth.
Statements.
Erufai's
That's
truth.
that's Erufai's truth. Yes,
Yes.
because this amount of money you're calling is plenty. Oh.
It's too much.
But let me also
And,
remind you that a case like this came up in 2017
Okay.
and it miraculously died down.
Yeah, of course. That's why I said the amount is plenty. The amount is enough, you know, if the case is a case of getting mouse shut, it's enough to do that. And if it's a case of dying down by means of communications that they've had at the leadership level, and
Yeah.
of course, then it's very possible because the amount is plenty. If it's true, then that means we are in a very big we are
Which
in
of
big
his
trouble in
son?
this country.
The House of Rep member?
Yes, the House of Rep member.
Bigger than we expect.
But then even in his comment, when he came up to debunk that rumor, he said that the current administration is trying to sabotage him,
Okay, the family.
his father. Yes.
Are they so honorable?
I feel like this is a political game being played. We don't know the truth yet.
Because
even though
in
EFCC
recent
has come up
time,
to-
the guy speaks truth to power a lot.
Because
He will
he's now the
face
opposition.
the presidency and make a statement.
But
Yeah,
Mr.
in
Beast,
recent
I
time.
need to
That's
ask
because he's
you,
now the opposition.
because I know you're really, really into
So
all
to say.
political discussion. I want to ask you, should this be true? What is in for El Rufai's son as a member?
As a House of Rep member.
yes. Should in case so it comes out that, okay, something like is actually
I believe
happened.
his younger brother committed the crime according to what we saw online,
Yes.
yeah? So the younger brother will go for it.
The younger brother will go for
Yeah,
it.
but there
So
is
there's nothing the family can do about it. In a sane,
No, it will only
Country.
dent the family's name unless, if by investigation, if they trace the whole thing
And there's a
to the
proof.
father and
the
the brother, who is the House of Rep member, then they'll find a way to bring them in.
Mr. Aisha, you've been quiet. you've been.
Aisha, are you thinking
But that
about
money
Are
is
you
too
okay?
that money is too
Do you
much
think
now.
it's possible for someone to stack that much?
that kind of money in
the
his
room?
house. What happened to the bank?
Does it make any sense? Because now that everyone is denying, it's beginning to look like
Wow.
is it the money you're thinking about?
And EFCC made a
or the
statement.
country?
Yes, they made a statement to
I'm
say
thinking
that
about the money or the country.
nothing like that ever happened. But I also didn't mention that when this news came out, they said 2 EFCC officials were killed during the exchange in the house.
Ha.
So apparently there was an exchange.
Wow, all of this happened.
All of this happened.
Ha.
But EFCC said nothing like that ever happened. There was no raid. But there are pictures. So were these pictures photoshopped?
Ha.
Like October 20th?
The country is a system.
Ha. God, I beg.
If this is true, the big guys,
Who are the big guys? Who big?
the big people in power,
Ha.
you know, when they commit, when
Aisha has already been saying
Aisha,
that.
if you say ha 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 since.
no, the money,
There's a lot on your
the
mind.
money is much, but then they believe they own the country. So, and EFCC coming out to debunk this with the fact that we got an information that
Already.
they lost 2 of their officials.
But I have a
and they are-
question.
Yeah.
When this news came out, EFCC did not debunk it immediately. They only debunked it like an hour ago. So this news has been online. If it is something that I'm just asking, I'm just being very curious.
We did problem for this country.
But one thing I know is that EFCC chairman has
Yeah.
always been very true to publicly defaming whoever does something criminal. Ha, God, I beg you.
This is story long.
Yes, actually, the guy has been at it. Like at least from
He
what we
always
can see,
comes
yeah.
out to call out.
From what we can see, yeah,
He calls out. He-
But why are you now calling out 1 hour? After what? It's been what? How many
No,
hours
my
of the
point
day?
is, I can't see. If you people notice throughout this thing, I have been my words have choked my throat.
The money too much.
It's
But it's not even verified. Like these things are
And
not
for the
verified.
fact that EFCC has come out to debunk it,
Yeah,
I don't
you know, that's
we don't even know which.
There's a lot going on in my head that I can't even start. I can't begin to fathom.
Anyways,
Because,
before we blow up Miss Aisha's head, let's go to the next trending topic.
thank you.
So for the next topic, Army presents electric motorcycles to some soldiers in Division 3. Apparently, it's a reward for outstanding works. Please make this make sense. As a soldier, you do current work. I'll now reward you with electric motorcycle.
Say that again.
yeah. It makes sense now. It makes sense.
How does it make
sense? Soldier, I think
The
Division
Army, yes,
3 or something
Division
like
3 soldiers
awarded
were awarded.
electric motorcycles
Yes,
to
to some
soldiers for
outstanding
outstanding.
soldiers. What am I doing with the electric motorcycle?
Oh,
in Nigeria?
beautiful.
They will charge it now, save
They will
power.
charge it and save
In a
power.
country
Save
that
gas.
7 lights is not guaranteed.
They will use power bank and charge the bike now.
No, nah. It does. No, nah.
They can use.
No, it has its own special charging equipment. They
Eh,
have,
but Aisha, in a
the
country,
way
in
you
a
have
country
fuel
where, in a
stations,
country, in
they
a
are
country where there is no
they are
guarantee for
stationed
light.
charging equipment that are specifically for this electric motor.
Where are they?
vehicles.
Where?
Where are
Have
they?
you seen
Wow.
anyone?
I have.
It's in a while. Where are they?
I've seen.
In a country
There's
where
one presently at that will say Maitama. Yes, I've seen one.
So all the
It's
soldiers will
stationed
need to-
in,
Soldiers now will now go to
They will
Metamato
drive to Metamato.
You know,
might-
you people have double standards on this table. We still dey complain say fuel too much. If we self see these electric cars and whatever, we'll collect. Now
Yes,
they've given some
actually-
people electric motor. We should be happy for them. They've
I'm happy
saved
for them,
No, I'm
though.
happy for them.
Well,
but
on a very serious
on a
note now.
serious note,
On a
yes,
very
Mr.
serious
Rocks,
note.
fill us in.
You know, this is actually where the world is headed. You know, sustainable technologies like that, we must encourage them. But I believe why you're laughing is because we light no day to take charge.
Our grid falls every
The-
AK market day.
Yeah, just like. But I believe those charging ports might have special, you know, light
Power saving battery.
units, or you know,
Or they must have mounted something in the
special
barrel.
lines.
In the barracks.
Or
I would actually
can,
like
can
to see
someone
that.
not be converted to charge EVs?
I haven't seen solar, but I've
think I
seen
need to
what this equipment
make it
looks
very
like.
Looks
It's
like,
beautiful.
okay.
You will just once you will take out the battery or so go and keep it there. It will charge. It does like green, yellow, and something like that. The lights. So once it's green, it's fully charged. You take it back. You go and put it in the vehicle or the motorcycle, and you drive off. But I personally would love to have something like that.
Does it have
a charging
cable?
cord you can plug. Just
And there are some that comes with that cable too.
Okay.
It depends on the type
some,
you buy.
Some you need to take out.
There
the
was
battery.
there's a car vendor I know that brought in about 100 of these motorcycles, and he sold them within a week.
Oh.
People went to
It's
park. So
really-
I don't
it's
think this
really
is
good that
funny.
we are-
This is
no.
beautiful.
No, it's actually very beautiful.
By
I believe
evolving,
you're
we
right.
should be.
Going into it is beautiful. I was just.
And to even hear that it was the army that did this for some of their persons. I mean, we should even commend them.
But
It's commendable,
it's-
oh.
no, we
Because
commend them.
do they have
We are
anyone
moving into
remaining? They have anyone remaining. They can DHL.
They can DHL to you. But
Just kidding.
I
But
have it.
sincerely, it's a beautiful this thing. We're evolving. We shouldn't be.
Nigerians are involved with us.
God will-
Thank
God will
especially
see
the
us
rise in
through.
fuel. God will see us through. Now,
God will see
finally,
us true. Yeah.
finally to the last topic. I don't know if this one is funny, but police stop at Joffa. I don't know, for the Igbos, please. I may misspell or mispronounce. Police stop at Joffa Newi masquerade from coming to Lagos.
What kind of wahala be this? What
Police stop
masquerade?
masquerade from coming to Lagos. What's
Like-
the masquerade going to go and do Christmas in Lagos?
They arrested the masquerade
The
Yes.
masquerade was trekking from his country.
in a car.
Or in
now.
a car?
It's in a car. Why will you arrest him? It's a masquerade.
It's festive period. We know several ethnic groups have been celebrating their.
So why you now
Yeah,
arresting
thing is,
Their
I think
culture.
on
So I
that
think
gist-
they've been bringing masquerades. I attended one recently, the Cross River
Calabar.
one too, and masquerades from all over, especially from that place, from Cross River, came into Abuja because they celebrated it here in Abuja, and it's the festive period. Different Efik too did their own on Saturday. So why would they be stopping? I don't know.
Thing is, the police said that the masquerade was seen on video making threats, like performing some sacrifices and shouting, "At the good Lagos, at the good Lagos."
The masquerade.
Yes.
What kind
So
of country is
I
this?
don't know. Maybe the police.
Maybe the police were threatened.
So at this
So they
point,
felt
that
threatened.
means the
The person
masquerade.
wear the masquerade, abi they just box
know-
the masquerade because it no really make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense,
You dey
exactly.
heat no dey worry you. You dey wear, you dey put on wetin they make for masquerade from Nnewi
to
dey go.
Lagos.
Even if na flight you wan use, I no really understand
No, but on a
this
more
level.
serious note, I believe and I trust in the police force. I'm sure whatever it is they arrested this man for is in the favor of Nigerians. I'm
Yeah,
sure they were
I'm sure.
protecting the lives
But na
and
public
properties
transport,
of Nigerians.
the masquerade use.
Very good
Normally,
question.
The masquerade no disappear or something. You know
But
the pion?
I thought masquerade were sacred, were very sacred.
You,
You
thought they were
I got
spirit.
the words out of my mouth.
You don't touch
They
masquerades.
don't touch masquerade.
Now they touch
You don't-
masquerades.
You hardly
Police
see
even
a
arrest.
masquerade.
Hey, boy.
Ew, now wow.
No be one video I see this morning where masquerade dey pursue Father Christmas.
And you go give a hot cheese.
We
Wow,
better
that's a hero
care.
now.
We better care.
Seriously.
What is happening to culture.
Oh my
I feel
goodness.
like that's another topic for another
Father
day.
Christmas should
Yes,
remain in Oibo
Father
land.
Christmas
Let's
should
do
remain in
our
Igbo land. We should
masquerade
do
Our
here.
own Father
Yes.
Christmas at the masquerade. So very good, valid points.
With this comes to the end of Trends with LJE. Thank you so much for joining us. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all our social media platforms at LJE Nigeria. Thank you so much. Bye for now.